Yeah, I grew up in a part of the city where, basketball outside playing, like street ball was like #1 thing, We play like all night, all day. I figured out pretty early that as a player I will not be, anything special. Some minor injuries, my decisions in life. It was 1991. I started with my coaching career as a part of a youth program of Basketball Club Partizan, Belgrade, where I'm from, and we were very famous in working with prospects, with young players. We were producing players for bigger teams. 2005 Minnesota Timberwolves, 2008 Olympia Ljubljana EuroLeague team. Now this is my first season with Lietuvos Rytas.
I met him when he came to Seattle and worked our summer league team. He had been working with San Antonio, so we brought him in to work with our summer league guys. And I liked Alex from day one just because I thought he thought out of the box basketball-wise.
I was lucky, as you said, to cross paths with a person as Dwayne Casey. First as a person, then as a coach, because he's an extremely open-minded person, and the guy without no ego. I mean, he is just there to help somebody, to adopt new ideas if he thinks that could work.
I mean, he gives you this rough personality, but he's got a great heart. When I got the head coaching job in Minnesota, he was one of the coaches I brought on my staff there.
I came back home, started as a head coach of the one Belgrade club, and the offer came as a full-time assistant. I was like, wow, what's going on? And I guess, they liked my out-of-box thinking.
Offensively, he has great ideas. Defensively, he has great ideas. And I knew someday he was going to get his own team and do a good job. And he's a great teacher.
After that, I came back to Europe, starting my head coaching career, and when I underline it, it was a great experience, actually, because I had the chance to learn about the NBA from inside. And I'm talking about off-the-court things that you as a fan, you cannot see, and I'm talking about, relations between coaches and players, between relations between star players and coaches. That was something new for me, and, all those things, plus X and O's on the highest possible level. It was a great experience.
The nuances of the NBA, he understands those. The game within the game. How do you get over and play post defense? How much contact can you get away with in the post in the NBA versus your EuroLeague? How hard can you hit a guy on a screen versus the EuroLeague? All those things that he can talk to Jonas about, that's going to help him grow and develop as a young player. Because so many times, and no disrespect to European coaches, they understand and do a great job with the European way, but it's a little bit different than the way the NBA approaches the game here, and that's one valuable thing that we have with Alex being a JV's coach.
Well, I'm trying to communicate with Dwayne Casey as much as possible, but, his schedule is deadly this season, and my schedule is just a little bit better. So it's not like we are emailing to each other on daily basis, but from time to time we exchange emails, ideas, whatever. We are in contact.
He's got that kind of mind. We think a lot alike, so we have a great relationship, and he's a good friend, even away from basketball. I couldn't think of a better guy that JV could have as a coach, and when I found out he was a coach for the Rytas team, it was like a dream come true for us, for our organization, for me personally, because I knew that JV was going to be in good hands.
Even when I was working with the young players, before NBA, my main idea was to prepare guys for the future. So basically, I was preparing young guys for what they will face in their senior level in EuroLeague, EuroCup, whatever. And it's the same approach I'm having right now, for example, working with Jonas. I have a good idea what he faced in Toronto and the league, I'm not saying I know everything, of course I don't, but I can help him. And basically, I'm here to prepare him for hopefully a long and successful career. For the first time in my career, I'm working with a player and that I know that 100% sure that he will leave. So it's not the easiest thing to handle, but that's the way it is. So we have to live it as a team, and me as a coach, head coach of that team. I know Jonas is going, and we know where he's going. That's Toronto Raptors. So all of a sudden, like that's triangle between Toronto, Ritas, and Jonas, and everybody's trying to do their part of the job to make this year as good as possible.
And I told Alex from day one, you've got to do what you got to do to win. That's the most important thing. Now, on the side, because of our friendship, he has taken an extra step as far as helping JV. That's great. I appreciate it. But his number one job for himself and for that organization is to win games. And thank goodness JV is good enough to participate and play and get big minutes. And at the same time, Alex has the foresight to talk to him about the NBA, show him some things that's going to help him in the NBA. But again, from day one, I've always told Alex, his number one job is to win for his team.
Toronto understanding us, treating us with respect. On our part, we are trying to not isolate Jonas and ourselves from them. So I think that the relations are pretty good. I mean, to be honest, I don't know what could be on a higher level. We are really trying to help them, and they're really trying to help Jonas, and at the same time that means helping us. And I understand that as a coach, and I'm not trying to, put them out of the picture, because I know it would not be the smart decision.